you so bad,
okay. You're not even animal.
There you go. So you're an example of what they mean ignorant. Clear example of what ignorant.
Kill all.
You feel better? If you're so bold, say your name. Say your name, sir. You're so bold. I just want to let you know the police is on their way. I called Cheektowaga police, so you're leaving the scene of an accident, sir.
Cheektowaga police like a down place. See, it's good to hit.
That's what you said, but you did. You did. You can leave if you want.
I am
Feel better?
Put up the picture for mass. Now, let's go ahead and do this the right way. A New York man is under investigation for his racist rant toward a black family in a grocery store parking lot. The incident occurred on March 20th at an Aldi in Cheektowaga, a suburb of Buffalo. The sequence of events reportedly began when Kevin Moses went inside the grocery store to grab items while his wife, Cheryl, waited outside in the car. When Kevin returned, his wife told him that the man you're looking at hit their car. Kevin confronted the man, and the situation escalated quickly as the white male started to yell racial slurs against the black couple. Cheryl then took out her phone and started recording the encounter. Cheektowaga PD showed up and told me since the vehicle was parked, they can't write a report. Insanity, right? I was given his insurance carrier name, however, no number or name. The police told WIVB4 News that they were aware of the video and launched an investigation to identify the man. Wait a minute. It took the local news to do the story before you launched an investigation. I thought you launched an investigation when you said you launched an investigation. There's more. The police captain, Brian Kuhn, said in a statement, "We have identified the individual through our investigation process. We have determined that we have dealt with this individual previously. Based on those dealings, we are getting the assistance of our behavioral health unit." The police also mentioned that they were working with the Erie County DA's office to determine if criminal charges should be pursued. Let me help you out here. They're saying basically they will now become his defense counsel. Okay, that is an affirmative defense, saying that, well, there's a mental health issue. That's an affirmative defense typically launched by your defense attorney. It looks as if this district is really proactive about making sure they are thoughtful how they allocate this particular dynamic. If the individual is engaged in driving, shopping, hitting someone, knowing that is wrong, fleeing the scene, utilizing his tactics to avoid being captured, in a court of law, we typically say that is evidence of a guilty conscience. You see, mental health is not the actual standard for the court. It is mental health to the degree, or a mental issue to the degree, that you are unable to understand right from wrong. It's not simply you having a mental health issue. Hell, we all have mental health issues on some level, including me. So this dynamic of he may have a mental health issue does not immune him to the reality of consequence based on the law. All right. Cousins, thoughts on this one?
Yeah, leaving the scene of an accident with property damage and the cops saying we can't write a report because the car was parked. That's a new one. That is absolutely something I've never heard in any state in this country. So right off the bat, as soon as I saw that part, it's like, all right, I already don't believe anything these cops are saying. Yeah. Absolutely a farce from the start. And then for them to say, well, yeah, we've dealt with him in the past. In what capacity? What has this man done previously that we need to know about? Is he a danger to other individuals? Sure seemed like it from that video. He does seem a little unhinged, but the language that he was using, the charges that he made with these people, that's a threat. That is a danger. That is a somebody that shouldn't be on the streets driving around and doing these kinds of things. So I hope they've got the behavioral health unit on this, but that also doesn't, as you said, it doesn't absolve the actual activity that took place there. Maybe it explains why he felt so emboldened to make those horrific claims in that video, but that doesn't excuse the other part of it. So we've got two separate issues here.
That's right.
A deeply racist man who may be dealing with some demons, but also clearly with it enough to understand that he has hit a vehicle and just left, and the cops did nothing about that. And the whole thing is absolutely sickening. And I think we all know why the cops didn't do anything about it.
We are going to keep the pressure high on this particular story. We will bring you updates as they come.